Good evening and hello again. This is actually my second stream today. I had a surprise pop-up stream this morning. Anyway, for about 10 years ago, Hasbro rebooted My Little Pony, their popular toy series, for the fourth time. And with My Little Pony Generation 4, the Friendship is Magic era, came a new fandom. The cartoon that they made was so well made that it became a pop culture phenomenon. And there was this big, huge brony fandom. And let's just say I was kind of involved for a while. And I even had a Pony OC back in the day. And so we're going to get into Legends of Equestria tonight. It's one of several fan-made games that came out of that period. And it's actually on one of their demo weekends many years ago when they were first getting started and only opened for a weekend at a time here and there. In the game, I created, since I knew that they weren't saving the characters, I created a character on one of their open server weekends, which I just created as a throwaway character. I created as a throwaway character knowing that they were going to only be open for a weekend, for one weekend. And for some reason I saved a screenshot of that, and that character, actually, let me see if I still have the screenshot in here somewhere. So that character, after looking at the screenshot, I actually made that character into my permanent Pony OC, Angel Flare. And here's that original screenshot from, yeah, let me see if I can't pull it up. Well, when we switch screens, all right. So yeah, I made this original Pony OC way back when, and she became my permanent Pony OC. And so now that Legends of Equestria is permanently open, let's go ahead and make her in the game again and make her a permanent character, shall we? So let's come back to, all right, there's the game title screen. Let me just add this real, let me add, let me see here. So there she is. Let's make it bigger so you can see her better. So that's that original low-resolution, crappy screenshot of Angel Flare in her original throwaway state. She did have a change of cutie marks since then, because cutie marks in the game were very limited back then. I think they had like 20 different ones only. The actual plushie of her, which is actually my brother is safekeeping for me, so it's at the other house right now. I don't have it with me. But the Angel Flare plushie actually has her permanent cutie mark, which is a purple version of what is known in the Star Wars fandom as the Jedi logo. She's not actually a Jedi. It's just that whatever the Pony World equivalent of the Force is, she believes in it and is like a Zen master or whatever. So the Jedi logo just kind of fit. But in this original throwaway screenshot from that original open server weekend where she could only exist for 3 days and they only had 20 cutie marks, the violin was the next best thing. I don't even know how... You probably can't even tell that's a violin with the crap resolution of this original old screenshot. Anyway, let's get over to the game now. And I'm actually going to move this tab over to my other screen so I can see it as we do the character creator. So yeah, there is an Angel Flare plushie. I just don't have it with me right now. Hopefully she'll turn up soon. I know my mom and my brother are cleaning up that apartment. So let's go ahead and log in. Alright, we want the American. We're going to delete the... Shayna was fooling around last night. That pony is not relevant anymore. Lavender Washingtoni was the random name it came up with, but let me go ahead and come over here. We need to create a new character, and her name is Angel Flare. And she is a Pegasus. And yeah, everything about her design so right now is a little wrong because we haven't started adjusting her yet. So let me come over here. Body color needs to be kind of a pale yellow. I don't remember the exact shade we used. And it's not going to be an exact match, because exact match requires precision controls, and whenever you ever know me for that level of precision. Okay, that was close. Then I bumped into the more pinkish. So there's a very... yellow is mostly red, green, and blue. So if I adjust the numbers, so red and green makes yellow, so if I have them at max, and to make her pale, we need to move blue towards white. So pure white is with, so if we go half of that, we're not quite there yet. That's too pale. But yeah, just adjusting the blue should be enough to get us where we need to be. No. So if that's pure yellow, where was halfway again? She's still too dark. Like I said, it's not going to be quite an exact match. That's good enough. Her eye is purple, and there's a couple different eye styles. She had the fancier eye style. Let's make her eye purple. And this doesn't... I'm not as particular about this one being an exact match to the color, because the body color is the most prominent thing we see. That yellow is not bad, but actually... is this more of a greenish yellow or a reddish yellow? Because I think that's why we're not matching on the blue. You know what? It's good enough. We're going to stop fooling around with it. We got to get a start on this game, so the eye should be a little bit darker purple. Yeah, that's fine. And here's where we do manes and tails. And she has a very simple style. But yeah, you can see that all the major characters of My Little Pony are represented. Yeah, you can see everyone's represented here. And then I'm trying to find something that's relatively similar to... There, actually, that's her hair right there. That's her hairstyle. Though she doesn't have the stripe in it. We'll have to fix that. And her hair is kind of like this bluish, kind of this dark sky blue. But let's go ahead and match her tail first. That's not quite exact. That tail's too small. Again, it doesn't have to be a perfect match. I think that's close enough. Colors. It's like this deep sky blue, kind of. And she doesn't have a stripe in her hair. And I'm not going to change that about her design since there's already a plushie of her. So let's just match up all these hair numbers. Let me just see. Am I satisfied? Not sure why you can't see the wing detail that well, unless they change things there too. All right. Her hair is fine. The mane and tail are fine. The eye is fine. For some reason, it's not rendering the draw details that well in here. I want to work on that yellow some more. That yellow is not fine. That yellow is way off where it should be. So there's pure yellow. Let's take... too green. Alright, let's just get a cutie mark and get out of here. And wow, these are tiny. And of course, there's not going to be anything like her actual cutie mark. I do see since making the game permanent, they've added a whole lot of cutie mark choices. We're not going to do the violin again, but let's pick something that's roughly similar to what she ended up with. I know we can't match it exactly. That wouldn't be in this game at all, being as it belongs to Star Wars, but let's see. There's a music symbol. I wouldn't be totally against her having a music symbol. But we can't actually see the cutie mark right now the way her wings are folded up. So you know what, for simplicity's sake, let's just see if we can see the violin again, because that was her original Legends of Equestria cutie mark. I don't see a violin. Oh, pony is a cutie mark. Ponyception, maybe? Dice. I don't see a violin, but I suppose we can use the guitar. Lots of other cool cutie mark choices this way as well. Yeah, I think we're just going to keep the guitar. There's too many choices here. I think that's the last step. Looks like there's an issue with rendering in this old screenshot as well. So as you can see, there's not much definition going on. You can't really see the outlines or anything. So, except when she puts her wings up like that, you can't really tell they're there. So we're going to let her idle animate for a bit, because I actually have to take a quick bio break. I did go before stream, but sometimes these things are badly designed. So I'll let you watch her idle animations for a little bit while I go take care of that. Okay, so I'm back. Alright, I guess the first step is to learn what everything does. Alright, so there's a sitting pose. Bowing, I guess. Oh, bro hoof. They got the bro hoof. That's so adorable. Interesting. So these are different expressions you can do, I see. Okay, you can even have your little pony take a nap. What is this, a Sonic Rainboom wannabe? Wow. Some ponies have anger issues, I see. Okay. I can also see the text is way too small for me to read it. And I don't know if I can bump resolution without messing up my window. Hold on. Settings. Video. Let's turn resolution way down and hope that means I can read it better. That didn't do anything. Did I? Oh, because I forgot to apply. Alright. Bear with me while I adjust the video. And I actually liked having it in widescreen. So many of my games are in the old square resolution. Let's see. Let me make this readable, and then we will. I will adjust the window. Oh, what doesn't let me? Oh, crud, this is not. That's too tiny to read. Okay, since it doesn't look like there's any flexibility, let's just pick something that works for me. It's still too tiny to read at that point. I think that's as good as it's going to get. It's still iffy for me to read. And oh no, that's no good. It's cutting off the bottom of the window. Let's see, am I missing anything important? No, I can see the buttons. I don't know what the blue and yellow bars are. I guess we'll learn. So, okay, so we've learned how to move the camera. You can zoom to first person, or you can zoom out to third person. And look, she's bro-hoofing camera. Okay, let's... Okay, so we've learned basic walking. Or trotting, as the case may be. Oh, we landed on a layer of cloud. Would make sense. Ooh. And they made it so Pegasus ponies can actually fly. So that's cool. That's a good sense of their attention to realism. I have no idea where I'm going or what I'm doing, but... Okay. Pet. I don't have any pets. I have no idea. That must be quest objectives. Book. I have no idea what the point of the book is. This will take some time to learn. I'm not going to learn everything today. Quests. Hey, we're in the top level of the tower, it looks like. And we've hit geometry. Okay, did we just fly through a wall? Or what exactly is going on here? Or do we fly through a cloud, or... Okay, alright, so that's some kind of doorway system. Wow. This is a pretty rendition of Not Cloudsdale. I say not Cloudsdale because they obviously can't call it Cloudsdale because this is an unlicensed game. What a pretty view. And we're falling. Looks like if you don't touch the wing button in a certain amount of time, you fall. I wonder, what happens if you fall off the edge of the map? Oh, you just landed at the bottom of Not Cloudsdale. Equestrian Air Guard and Equestrian Air Guard. And you know what? Suddenly this game is looking a lot bigger than I was hoping to get into for tonight. Do we want to switch gears and do something else? No, we're going to explore a little while longer. Just running around Not Cloudsdale, I guess. Smithy, that's an interesting look. How do we talk to Smithy? Talk. Grabbing glowing hot metal out of a blazing fire with my hooves is awkward, but it sure is an improvement from using his mouth. Okay then. Okay, so he's an NPC pony. Why am I not moving? Oh, my pony is sitting. That's why we weren't moving. Cloudopolis. That's what Not Cloudsdale is called. So I'm going to have to get used to saying it Cloudopolis, because I've been calling it Cloudsdale for years. Looks like he has nothing to say. Okay, I've learned how to land if you're flying. That's a good improvement. Cottage something? Cottage cream. And he's labeled as an NPC. I never go outside when it's too hot anyway, or too cold, or when the air is thin. It does funny things to my cheese. Yeah, that's it. Okay, he's not all there in the head. But then again, neither are any of us, so who are we to judge? This is cool. Cloudopolis looks like something... It's like if you took an old Greek city and tossed it on top and built it on top of a series of clouds. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. I have no idea where I'm going. I didn't look at any maps or anything prior. We're back in what I assume to be the town, the central part of town. Because that area just gave off town square vibes. What I want to know, though, is how to get to other areas. Now that I know how to land, we're actually going to do some flying. You can't do this with unicorns or earth ponies. Alright. The fact that this path winds up and up suggests to me that there's something up here. Is that Summer Breeze? Oh, what? Sorry, I'm in a terrible rush. I've got 9 packages to deliver before break, and then I still have to pick up another big one and cart halfway across town. Ah, it's a quest giver. I'm not going to get involved with that right now. I'm going to have to kick it up a notch if she wants to get done in time for dinner. Okay, maybe I'll come back and help her later after I know my way around the game. But for right now, I just want to explore a bit. What I really want to learn is my way around the world. Like, can I go to the other pony cities? Or am I limited to just... I haven't been to the game at all since that one open server weekend. And to be honest, the game doesn't look like it's changed all that much since then, except it's permanent now. Ah, he owns a shop. I have no idea. I don't think I need any of that stuff. What I want to know is how to leave Cloudopolis. I'll be happy if I know how to actually get around and explore the world itself. Here's a signpost, which does absolutely nothing. Alright. Okay, so I think I figured it out. I just noticed the yellow bar is moving whenever I fly. So that's my flight stamina, it looks like. If I just sit still, I can stay in the air for a while. If I'm moving, it runs pretty fast. And if I land, it fills back up. Lotso Monet. Hey, Angel Flare. How did she know my name? We haven't talked to her yet. I always pride myself in knowing every pony's name. Oh, okay. You looking to place an order or just socialize? I got time for both. So in other words, she's a lot more friendlier than the other one we talked to. What have you got to sell? I'm window shopping. What windows? How about socialize? What have you been up to recently? Neither. I've got better places to spend my bits. That's kind of rude. I'm a different sort of sales pony. I'm not your average street vendor. I'm an arrangement sales pony. Come to me if you desire unusual or uncommon items that might be difficult to find. For a fee, I'll consult my extensive network of traders and information specialists, and we find the best possible way to get what you want into your hooves. Do we have any books? You might have heard of it. I'm promoting the upcoming autobiography of the fabulous star Purple Rain. I'd be happy to put you on a waiting list. It's due back from the printer very soon. Interesting. Okay, so Purple Rain. I think that's a reference to something. Let's see, who was in... Oh, wasn't there a pop song, like a really popular pop song where the artist died while the bronies were in the height of their fandom? That might be what that reference was. We just ran around this area. There's Smithy again. There's the guard. The fact that that guard didn't respond to me hitting the talk button makes me think of the famous English palace guards, who are famous for being unresponsive to tourists trying to talk to them. Speaking of British, I want to get my Eagle Eye series going soon. Probably will start that up in February because I anticipate that one being 17 episodes. Okay, I was hoping that if we jumped out of the world, that maybe we would see land on the ground and get to explore the world. But what are these? What are these three colored pads here? I have no idea what these are, but their placement is kind of suspicious. Maybe these guys. Equestrian Air Guard. Maybe these guys know what I'm supposed to do. You are safe now, Pony. Please be more careful near the cloud edges in the future. Thanks so much for catching me. I'm a Pegasus. I was falling by choice. Haven't you heard of skydiving? You need a parachute for doing that. Do not humor their... please do not divert from our duty. Petty officer, do not make me look silly in front of the pony. Okay. You ponies are far more casual than griffins, especially the guards. It's a wonder they keep order so well. I'm posted here just to keep unauthorized personnel out. Too busy for conversation. Okay, the air is calm and quiet. Does it not just call to you? I'll never understand the need to speed through the sky rather than savor it as you let the wind carry you, free of a need to prove yourself. Okay then. So obviously jumping off the edge is not the way to go other places. Cloud Monet. He must be related to... I'm sort of focusing right now, little pony. Leave me to my thoughts. I wonder if he's related to that other Monet pony we saw earlier. Right now I'm just looking for a way out of Cloudopolis. But today's just free explore. If I actually want to do anything with this game, that'll be another stream. I'm actually going to go over to the internet and look it up. How to exit Cloudopolis in Legends of Equestria. For that matter, how do we get back into? Okay, yeah, looks like this game is got to be a lot bigger than I ever anticipated that. So, it looks like we need to go to the northeast. There's no directions in the game. We need to find the airship platform. So, we need to find an airship platform. That should get us where we want to go. It said it's in the north, but... Okay, here's a map. We're way on the wrong end of the city. It's interesting that I actually have to pause the game to go to the map and see which direction I'm actually facing. That's not good design, but... Since we know about the flying stamina, I'm just going to run for a little while Plus, I have to keep going back to the map to see where I'm going. At least I know there's a map now, right? Sweet Apple Orchard. Like, that's not changing the name from at all to make it... Ponyville became Ponydale. Canterlot became Cantermore. It's... Everfree became Evershade. It's like they're not even trying... And the Crystal Kingdom... Oh, it's called the Crystal Empire. Still, look, they're not even trying to avoid that copyright strike. But the fact that they haven't been copyright struck yet means that at least Hasbro either thinks they're too small to be a threat, or they think it's cool that they're providing the service to the pony community. Either way, we need to head towards... We need to find the airship platform. I can see my stamina bar running down. Okay. Well, at least we landed on the cloud instead of taking a free fall and starting all over. Let's see. I think I see the airship platform. There's the airship platform up there. I think we're getting somewhere. Alright, I don't want to free fall out of the city. Let's get back onto the path. And if we look at the map, I think we're getting closer to the airship platform. Let's do a little more random exploration. But I'm not going to do anything too intensive tonight. Alright. I hope I'm getting close. Okay, let's go into this. This must be some kind of rainbow factory. Dew Pond. She must be a rainbow worker. Yeah? Feel free to look around. Just don't touch anything. Too late, I already splashed through your puddles. Whatever. So we found the rainbow tower where they make all the rainbows. We might be on the wrong cloud, actually. Let's go on this path. Because this path, as you can see, leads to nowhere, so... On the map, at least, it leads to nowhere. Which implies that this may be our exit. The howling wind might actually be a good sign. Is this the airship equivalent of a train station? Looks like it from the outside. Storm Chaser. Just about time for a storm. It's gonna be great. Lightning only hurts the first time, and the second, and the third. Okay then. I actually knew a brony whose pony name was Lightning Chaser. So that just brought back a few memories. Haven't talked to them in years. Haven't talked to most of my brony friends in years. Not since I got sick and then the pandemic happened. Well, I don't see anything that looks like an airship up here. Oh, but you see where the paths are leading off into the other towns. We were on the right path. We're just, I think, going to take quick looks at the other towns. And then I'll leave you to the rest of your evening in peace. I might try and stall a bit. There's not a lot of musicians on right now. And actually, this looks familiar. I think we came by here before, right at the very beginning. Although maybe not. So we come up here to the end of the path. And there's our airship. And we just stepped on a teleport. And we are now in Cantermore. Okay. And it's snowing. Cantermore is having a winter wonderland storm. Now that we know where the ship is, let's make sense of the teleport system. So the airship will take us back to Cloudopolis. And then if we go into the other teleport, the yellow one, it should take us to Ponydale. And then we just got to see where the transport is between Ponydale and Cantermore. I think that's a good place to stop for tonight. Nice little short stream. We got our hooves in the door, but I don't really have the stamina for big exploration right now. And we just accidentally stepped on the portals. We didn't know. All right. So yeah, let's just take a quick look around this area. We're in the Heartlands. So we actually have to do some exploring before we can get to Ponydale. Alright then. So in other words, not quite what I want to do tonight. So we'll put Ponydale on the shelf for the next time we look at Legends of Equestria. Meanwhile, we'll go back to Cantermore and set up for the next session. Next time we play Legends of Equestria, we'll explore Cantermore, and we'll take a look at the Heartlands as well. And I'll research the game a little bit and find out how to actually play. I will go back to idle animations while I figure out who to raid. We're just going to do Jill Cone music tonight. It's funny. There's this musician I follow named Jill Cone Music. My stepdad's sister is actually named Jill Cone, but she lives in Florida. This Jill Cone lives in Arizona. Now, my stepdad has another sister who lives in Arizona. Crazy, isn't it? Anyway, but this Jill Cone music is not my stepdad's sister. No, this is someone else. But she's still talented. And give her some love, because the last time I visited her stream a few days ago, she was talking about how her dog is very sick. So give her some love. Have a good night, and I'll see you soon. Have a good night. Have a good night.